Just heading to the woods now. Got Jax with me and the Bluetick female. Kind of doing an intersection right now. Once I get through, I'll click the light back on. Hey, should be at the woods in about 5 minutes, unless I get caught behind a train. This woods is on the other side of some railroad track. It never fails whenever I go there. There's usually a train across. If any of you are watching that are in my group, Stark Outdoors, if you can, copy and paste the link into that group. So I can't do it now because I'm using my phone, but if one of you can copy and paste that link in my group, that would be nice. I'd appreciate it. First time he's been out in like a month and a half. So we'll see what he does. I've been hunting other people's dogs, so he hasn't gotten out much. I had a couple squirrel dogs I was hunting and a couple coon dogs I was hunting, so he didn't get out in daytime or night. Underneath the screen there should be a button that says share. If you push that button, you can click where it says copy link, and then you can just paste it in the group. If you can't figure it out, it's no big deal. It don't matter. Just whenever you guys can share the link to like this live stream or any of my videos like that, it just brings more people and helps me grow my channel. Tried posting a video for the past 3 days. It was only 30 seconds long, but when I make videos on my computer edited, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So until I can get some sort of reliable internet that works, I'm going to live stream more. That way you can get more videos on more of a daily basis, and then like once a week get more of like an edited type video. Should be at the woods. Train tracks look open, so should be there pretty quick. Hear Jack's panting, he's getting all excited. And like I said before some of you got in here, I got my mountain cur named Jax. This will be the first time he's been out a little over a month, so I don't know what he'll do. He's usually pretty reliable, but he hasn't been out much lately. And I got that Bluetick female I've been hunting too. She usually hunts good with other dogs. Jack sometimes doesn't. He's pretty independent. He'll go quite a ways. So I'll probably cut him away from the woods quite a bit and let him run before they get there. Just about another mile away from the woods, and then get Jax out and get the Bluetick out and cut him loose. It makes it hard to film some of it because like right now I'm holding my tripod, so I have to have my camera and tripod and all that stuff set up, plus handling 2 dogs. Makes it interesting. But I'll be pulling in here pretty quick. Might drive part way back the lane, cut them loose. The lane's about 400 yards long though. So if I just had just jacks, I would cut them loose like right at the road and let them run the full length just to get some exercise. But since I got the other dog with him, I'll probably go about part ways. She's probably still tired from the other night when I live streamed. We took her out. We hunted for about 5 hours. She hunted pretty hard the whole time. And for everyone else that's just joining, if you're in my group on Facebook, if one of you could copy and paste the link to the stream in my group, I'd appreciate that. Just pulling into the woods right now. Drive part ways back. Most times too, especially I'm hunting other people's dogs, before I cut them loose, if I'm this far away from the woods, I'll click my light on and shine and look, because there's a ton of deer over here, just to make sure I'm not cutting dogs loose right on top of deer. I don't have too much trouble with that, but I don't like setting up situations where that could be my fault. Got my Garmin again tonight. Use my Garmin. That way I can film with my phone and not have to switch back and forth between the apps. But my Dogtra definitely works a lot better with my Garmin. Forgot how slow it was. Took me forever trying to clear off the lines off the map. I just felt a raindrop. Oh, there's a coon right there. I think there's a coon right in this wheat field. Eyes of something. Can't tell what that is. Click my light on here. Not my hunting light, but my camera light. Yeah, it was supposed to here too. Feeling some raindrops now, that'll be nice. If it starts raining, I'll have to take my phone off the tripod and just kind of hold it so it doesn't get all soaked. Jax, quit it. Get this Bluetick out. Got the pet carrier in the back of the Escape. That way I can sneak out without making too much noise, waking my son up. Since my truck has exhaust leaks. Holy crap. Set this up, aim it away from me. Hang on, girl. Here we go. Already 350 yards away. Just cut him loose. Dim this light a little. Start walking that way slowly. Like I said, that lane's about 400 yards back to the woods. God. This Garmin is so frickin' clunky and slow. Yep, they're both in the woods now. Jack's just opened. Thanks, Rex. Yeah, you did. I think my wife did too, so thanks to everyone who shared it. They're split right now. They went in the woods, and the Bluetick is off to the east more, the east side of the woods, and Jack's went in and went west. Opening up though. Not sure if you guys can hear that. For a cur dog, he opens on the ground quite a bit, but I coon hunt him quite a bit, so that's probably where that came from. Like I said, this is the first time he's been out in 6 weeks or so. But it sounds like he's treed in there. Treed or close to it by the time I get there. That Bluetick is still opening up east of him about 100 yards. It's nice too about this woods. I hunt this woods so often. When I have my truck, it's so loud. All the coon pretty much scatter. And they know once it gets dark, if they hear my truck, they leave. So when I drive the Escape, it's quiet. You turn loose back at the road, usually you can get treed in here pretty quick. Bluetick is 300 yards away. Jax is just in here. Jax is treed at 170. It's backwards for you, but Jax is treed at 170. Bluetick's at 300. Hope I can see it. Finally getting late enough in the year where the trees are really filling out and it gets hard to find it by yourself. If that Bluetick blew through here, I'll probably just... she's on the back side of it. She didn't leave. So if that Bluetick blew through here, I'd just leave him here and go get her wherever she treed. There she is. Circled the woods, now she's going to him. That don't sound good. Get in here and he shuts up. Although, I guess it is hot. And he is out of shape. That Bluetick might try and tree with him. She's not on the tree though. Yeah, she just ran by him. Oh, yeah, you got it. Sitting right there. Good boy, Jax. Good boy, Jax. Good job, buddy. Good boy. Good boy, Jax. Good boy. Good boy. Show you the coon one more time and then tie him up. He'll probably get out of here. Bluetick covered the woods. It's not very big. Where the heck did it go? God dang. Cicada buzzing my head. There it is. Good boy, Jax. Come here. Try and get it to where you can see him. If I get him. Come here. Come here. Hang on. Come here. Get this Bluetick caught. Come here, girl. Small woods, but there's usually quite a bit of coon in here. And she does not like getting caught unless she's treed, so you kind of just got to wait till she trees. So hopefully she goes on the north end of here and trees one. He's ready to go. Out of shape, but he's ready to go. Trying to look at my Garmin to see for sure where all she's been. She might end up treeing in here because looking at the Garmin, if you can tell. She just ran the edge of the woods and didn't really go in it. And Jackson didn't go in it that far either, just treed on it right on the edge. Helicopter flying over or something. While we see what this Bluetick does, they don't have any questions out there it's watching. And if you are watching, thank you for watching, because I know it's Sunday night and getting kind of late. Good boy. Good job, buddy. Can you guys hear that helicopter flying over? She does end up treeing in here pretty quick. I'm gonna have to just go get her. So if you're just now tuning in, you got Jackson, a Bluetick female with me named Dream. You've seen her before. She's coming back behind me now. Cut them loose about 400 yards from the woods. They ran in here. Jack's treed one, and she's ran track for a little bit and never treed. I'll probably, if I can catch her, get out of here and go to a big woods. That way I can just keep turning them loose. But I like taking dogs to this woods first, because you're guaranteed to get on a coon in this woods quick. Like I said, it's small, but you'll come in here and see 8 coons sitting across it. My pup training woods. Jax is probably thinking, what the heck is he doing? Left him tied to a tree. Someone asked a question. I haven't really seen much with the new Garmin they came out with. Honestly, if the new Garmin screen was bigger and it didn't lag like it does, like mine does, I'll try and show you. Like, the screen is tiny, and then when you scroll, like, it doesn't load. There it goes. It takes forever doing that. And when you're hunting with multiple, like right now I have 2 dogs on here. If you're trying to scroll across this tiny screen and look at multiple dogs, it's a pain. So if you like the old one, and I would check it out. I mean, if you like them, I usually use Dogtra because I got a new phone. But when I do live streams, I don't. That way I don't have to cut the stream off and go check the app. But when I'm just hunting, and yeah, that's why I have the Dogtra too. You don't have to pay for the maps, and they're crystal clear. They don't lag. She's back over where she's opening the first time. She's got to be on an old track. Yeah, with the Dogtra, you don't really have to have service, because you can download the maps for free and just like save them. You can save the maps onto your phone, so you just have them. Or if you don't want to do that, you can still track your dog and it'll still show you, kind of like the blank screen the Garmin does. There's a couple places where I hunt where it's like low-lying swampy area and you won't get very good cell phone service, but I haven't had a problem. It hasn't been an issue for me, but where I live, it's really flat. I do know some people that live in like hilly mountainous area, they have them and they got good reception with them. There's a huge price difference in them too. Yeah. Yeah, I tested mine a few months ago and it got to like almost 10 miles before it cut out. But like I said, it's really flat where I live. So that'll make a difference if there's mountains and stuff blocking it. But honestly, if I were you, if you're going to be spending that type of money on a Garmin, because they're really expensive, I would try and find someone that has one, or go somewhere where you can mess with it in person. Just check them out, see if you like it. And same thing with you're getting a doctor. They're way cheaper. And like if you have a newer phone, or if you need a new phone and you're going to be getting a new phone anyways, I don't think there's really any reason to get a new phone and then buy a new Garmin. I would just get a new phone and then get a dog truck, because it's way cheaper and it does the same exact thing a Garmin does, but it's just better in my opinion, because like I have the iPhone 12 Max, so the screen is huge on it and it's crystal clear. And I've had no issues with it. And like I said, when I'm not live streaming, if I'm just using like my regular camera, I'll use my dog truck. Jax. Try and get this Bluetick caught. Try and go to a big woods where she has room to work. Yeah, I would just try it, like I said, because Garmin's are super expensive, but then people say like they complain about Doctor when they have a 10-year-old phone that the screen's cracked and it doesn't work. So they're going to end up replacing their phone anyway, so they end up spending more money buying a new phone they're going to get and a tracking system, when you can just get a new phone with a cheaper tracking system and save money. It does the same thing. But like with anything hunting related, you can spend as much money as you want, but the best thing is just to try it yourself, see what you like. There's people that hate Garmin, people that hate Dogtra. It's just like anything else. It's just your preference. I mean, ultimately, it's your money. Don't let other people tell you how to use your money. Unless it's like Jeff Bezos, we should tell him how to use his money. Come here, girl. And there she goes. Maybe she'll go out on this edge and find one. Come here. Come here, girl. Come here. Come here, girl. Come here, Dream. This is some nasty stuff. Come here, girl. You guys feel like you're in a thicket right now? Getting swarmed by cicadas and bit by mosquitoes? Is it that good of a stream? She might get treed out there. She's out on the west side of this woods. There's a creek. They usually run that creek when it's warm out. Yeah, the maps on Dogtra, the best ones I've seen. They're crystal clear. You don't got to pay for them. You don't have to download them unless you're not going to have service. It's just like Google Maps, so it's just like always on there. With like my Garmin, if I would travel somewhere to like a competition hunt, if I wanted to have the maps on my Garmin, I would have to get them and download them onto my computer. And where I live, I don't have high-speed internet. And then I'd have to transfer it from the computer onto the SD card, onto the, it's just extra steps. But I've had this Garmin for 10 or 12 years since they came out. So it serves its purpose. It's good. I mean, you don't, if my dad can hunt dogs with a bell around their collar and that's it, I think the technology we have, you have a lot of good options. Come on, Blue. Come here, Dream. Come here, girl. Come here, girl. Hey, I don't see any coon sitting out here. We went out last night and they weren't moving very good at all. At least right around here. My cousin had good luck with that Walker female he's hunting, but he was over in Indiana, I believe. Come on, girl. Come here. Hey, come here. Come here, girl. Got her caught. Beating the same track. Beating the same track to death over and over again. Go get Jax. Head back to the car. Go to a bigger section. Cut them loose. You all right? This dog barks if it sees its shadow. Scares the crap out of me. Just be leading her and she'll just blow up. Yeah, honestly, I like having bells on collars. I don't have any, but a lot of dad's dogs did when I was a kid. I thought it was pretty cool. I think people rely too much on, yeah, I know. People rely too much on their trackers and stuff like that. If you pay more attention with your ears, if you plan on competition hunting, it's better to pay more attention to your dog, learning how to call your dog than just staring at your Garmin or dog trail. Oh. Now let's lead 2 dogs out of here on 2 leashes. Jeez. Guaranteed first strike every time. Okay. Now we're heading out of the woods. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I need a cameraman, someone that will go hunting but film. Either that or I need to grow some more arms or something. Walking across the old pit cornfield now. Nothing's planted over here yet except for the wheat that's been there. Surprised the Bluetick didn't tree with him, because lately, I can see when I turned her loose, she'll run with another dog and she will tree with another dog, but she's acting more independent tonight. But she's been hunted a lot more with other dogs lately. At first I was just hunting her by herself, and then started gradually hunting her with other dogs, because I wanted to get to know her first, see how she hunted. About 100 yards from the truck now. Throw Jax in the front seat and put the Bluetick in the back and go to a different woods, a little bit bigger, more room for them both to work. I was hoping that she'd run in there with them and one of them would just slam one, or a couple, because like I said earlier, that woods usually has a minimum of 5 coon in it, and it's only about a 5-acre woods. Last time I brought her here, she blew through the woods. I videoed it, edited it, and I've been trying to upload it for about a week, but she blew through the woods, ran a track, and treated one on a fence row about 800 yards away. Hey, Dustin. I posted pictures from that though. I got those up. So I can transfer the pictures from my camera to my phone and upload them that way. I was looking into getting that Starlink internet at my house. It's expensive though, but need to have some sort of internet. Something that works, because there's literally no other option where I live. We have hotspots on our phone we use, but that's only, you only get so much a month. And if I were to try and upload if I was going to try and upload like a 30-minute video, that would eat the entire hotspot. Okay. Back to the vehicle now. Me too. Got 10 million pockets. Gotta find the right one. Come on. Come here, Jax. Get in there. Jack's in the front. He rides really well. He has pretty much since I first got him as a puppy. Just let him ride up front. Hey! Get up there. He's trying to come back and smell this Bluetick. Get in there. Get in there. Oh my God. There we go. Hey, Daniel. Hopefully that Bluetick don't bark in there because I'll show you. She's there and I'm sitting there. I won't have eardrums left. She's pretty loud. I'm wondering if she's starting to come in heat because Jack usually don't mess with another dog, and now he's in the back trying to smell her. I'll have to check her. Get my tripod set up. Try to make you guys motion sick in the process. Here, my pot licker's painting in the background. Hey. What I'll probably just do when I get there, I'll get that Bluetick out, check her, see if she is in heat or starting to come in. If she is, I'll just put Jack's in this pet carrier, crack the windows, leave him in here, and hunt that Bluetick a little bit longer for Mark. That would be my luck. I was hunting that Bluetick female named Hope. I posted videos of. He took her back. She came in heat. So I'm hunting this one named Dream now. Had her for about 3 weeks, and I think she might be starting to come in heat. While I'm driving, do any of you have any questions about anything? Any interesting stories? Anything you'd like to share with us? I would be surprised if she wasn't coming in heat, because he's just sitting next to her crate right now. And he usually just sits up front and will not pay attention to another dog, but he was trying to smell her when I was loading him up. That'd be my luck. I think I'll probably just take Jax home, actually. Drop him off. I just wanted to get him out a little bit because he gets neglected and moody when I'm hunting other people's dogs. I just wanted to get him out, let him tree one. He hasn't been out, like I said earlier, he hasn't been out in about 6 weeks or so. turn my light off because I met a car. I got pulled over here years ago, probably about 6 or 7 years ago. So I'll head back to my house, drop Jax off, hurry back out, and then take this Bluetick out by herself, see what she does. There's a coon right there. Coon just ran across the road. Must be moving a little bit better tonight. Nice. My cousin's kind of introducing me to a guy. He lives about 30 minutes from me. He raises and hunts blots. He has some pretty nice plot dogs. So sometime, he's a farmer though, and he's really busy right now because it's planting season. So once he gets done planting stuff, I'm gonna meet up with him and make a video showing some of his plot dogs. So I'm lucky, I have access to a lot of different people that hunt a lot of different breeds of dogs, pleasure and competition, squirrel and coon. So I want to try and do things that a lot of other people aren't doing. Like, I don't know, other people might live stream coon hunts. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I'm sure they do. But if I can do it, I might as well do it, help grow my channel, entertain you guys. Because I do it basically every night anyways. I still like editing and making really nice looking videos too. So I'll still be doing that. But you'll just get to see more videos. So sometime in the next month or so, I'm gonna meet up with that guy, check out some of his plot dogs. Like the last live stream I did, you saw I had a couple different walkers, Bluetick and a red tick. I also need to meet up with an old friend of mine named Ross Bolin. Growing up as a little kid, I hunted with him almost every weekend when I was really little, one of my dad's good friends. He has some pretty nice black and tans, so I want to meet up with him and make a video for him and some of his black and tans. Him and his grandson will probably go. Then I'll about have videos of every breed. Got red ticks and blue ticks, black and tan, walkers, curs, red bone. Couple train curs. About back to my house, about a mile away. Yeah, usually how it works. They all start coming in around the same time. I'll probably start doing some live stream. It's never going to be a really convenient time for most people because this time of year when you're coon hunting, it doesn't get dark till 10 o'clock. So like right now it's 11:15. So I'm sure a lot of people won't be able to see this till later. But I'm going to start squirrel hunting. I got a couple young dogs of my own. I'll start squirrel hunting, but they're not really doing much yet, so they won't be super interesting videos, but I'll probably live stream it just in case you guys want to watch it, or if you want to talk or ask questions or whatever. I like doing it too, that way if the dog ever does make it, I have a good record showing people where the dog started and where it finished. But I'm about to pull in my driveway now. Gotta get Jax out, hand him off to my wife so he can go sleep in a queen size bed. I'm sure most of you know, but if you aren't familiar with my cur dog, he's also a house dog. He's a pretty good coon dog, but he lives in my house. So I'll run in there. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. Sorry, buddy. Thanks for hanging around. You stayed while I dropped him off. Thought I lost my Garmin for a second. I've done that twice. Had it on lanyard. Lanyard broke. The clip broke on the Garmin where the lanyard connects to it. One time, a couple of my buddies went back. We looked for a few hours, ended up finding it that night. Other time I lost my Garmin. I couldn't find it. Dad went back the next day and looked and ended up finding it. Yeah, sorry if I lost you guys there. There's a pretty steep dip in the road. You don't get reception down in it. If Talon V is still watching, Hollybred Kennels ask you a question about where you got your plat dogs at. Oh, driving by my parents' house, whole herd of deer came running out of the woods. Luckily, I saw them. Otherwise, my wife would have got a new car and I would have had more meat for the freezer. Next woods I'm going to is about 3 to 4 miles away, so we should be there pretty quick. That's another reason why I'll probably live stream more videos, because I do it all the time, and I have honestly more hunting than I know what to do with around my house. I can pretty much go all over. I feel bad for a lot of people out there that have to travel a long ways to find good places to hunt or public land. That would suck. That's why I'm glad I live where I live and I'll never move, because I know I won't find hunting like this anywhere else. Might have to look for some mushrooms while I'm back in this woods too. I'm sure it's too late, and if I find any, it'll be really old, but you never know. The house back there still had red and green Christmas lights up. Leaving it up for Christmas in July. Poacher plot hounds. Hollybred Kennels, I don't know if you saw that or not. I'll look at that later too. I have short-legged, short-tail plat dogs, pretty much. Blattwalker Feist cur mix. That's like that. I checked the papers I got, that female mountain cur puppy, because she was in her kennel today standing next to another mountain cur I got. He's a year old, and she's about the same size as him, and she just turned 11 weeks old. She's going to be a real big, nice female. And in the future, I got her to breed to Jax, the dog you saw earlier in this video. They'll probably have some really nice looking pups. They're both bred really, really well too. And I'm sure if you've seen my videos, you've seen them for years, treeing Coon and Squirrel. And now you can see them on live streams doing it too. Just about ready to turn into this lane, head back to this woods. Still 60 degrees out. Supposed to get up near 90 some at the end of this upcoming week. That'll be interesting coon hunting. Walking through cobwebs and ticks and swamps and all the good stuff that comes with summer hunting. If you're just tuning in, took Jax out earlier, treated Coon, got the Bluetick female with me now, driving back a long lane. Driving back a long lane, this woods, cut this Bluetick loose. And yeah, about papers on dogs, I've seen personally people hunting dogs for other people that were Grand Night champions and night champions that could not tree a coon on their own. They would just cover dogs, or I have no idea how some of them got titles, but I know papers aren't everything, and I'm not really a competition hunter. I just hunt dogs for other people and train and raise dogs just because I love doing it. I always try, if I'm going to get a dog, I always try to know what the parents are and like actually have seen them and hunted with them, or really know the people really well. Oh, real little coon just ran in front of me, about hit it. Go up here and just cut her loose on the edge of this wheat field. Might be some running through it. Check my Garmin real quick. Always check and make sure it's still connected. Yep. God, it's nice out. This should be good for her. So I turned her loose. She's running east, and the wind's right in our face. Yeah, there's a lot of dogs that shouldn't be bred. And a lot of dogs that should have been that don't get bred, like my Walker female Sheppy. I'd give anything to have puppies out of her, but we could never get her to come in heat. There's something wrong with her. She's 9 years old now, but she's probably the best female Walker I've ever hunted with. On coon and squirrel, honestly. If you've seen the videos of her, coon and squirrel hunting, she's pretty good. She's 110 yards in the woods now. At 4 months old, I would just start taking it for walks in the daytime, teaching it how to ride, teaching it how to come when it's called, catching it, just like basic obedience stuff. If you have good places to hunt, like if you know, I don't know where you're at, but like around here, this time of year is really good for pups in the next couple months, because a kitten coon will start coming down. If you have any like fruit trees, like around here, there's mulberry trees, wheat fields, stuff where you know there's gonna be a lot of little ones. You can walk them around that in the daytime, because I know a lot of places around here where there's mulberry trees, and you can just take a pup there about any time, and there'll be 8 or 10 coons sitting in it. So just at that age, just teach it its name and how to catch it. Basic stuff that you'll want to have done and out of the way before you're actually working on hunting type stuff. And then take it for walks in the woods in the daytime. Start hunting it at night. I usually tend to hunt dogs by themselves when I'm training them. Put them in thick coon areas. Be patient. And if a dog has it in it, it'll do it. They have natural instincts. You just gotta put them in the right situation so their natural instincts take over. But 4 months old, it's really young, but it's also a good time of year to have a dog that age, because you can start hunting it now and get it on some easy ones if you can. Then it'll be a good age in the fall too, when you can start shooting some to it. But just have fun. Don't expect every dog to be a world champion. Just develop a good relationship with it and have fun and try and enjoy it. I make that mistake a lot. I am critical on dogs and try and push them to be the best they can, and sometimes it sucks the fun out of it. You gotta still enjoy it. I'm just a really competitive person in general, though, so that happens with like everything in my life. I coach football and lift weights and stuff like that, so I've always been kind of a competitive person. So like if I'm working with a dog, I really want it to turn out and do well. And if it doesn't, then I blame myself sometimes too. But you can't do that, because not every dog's gonna make it. But you gotta have patience and do everything you can for that dog and give it the best chance it deserves. Give it every chance you can. And if you do your part, that's all you can do. She is about 100 yards now, but I was walking down the lane because I turned her loose a few hundred yards from the woods. She's about 100 yards in there opening. Also too, I don't know if you own property, or if you know like a farmer that would let you put like bait piles out, if that's legal where you live. You can make like corn feeders and stuff. I know some people put cell cams over them so they can see when the coon are out at the baits, depending on whatever they have set up. And then when you get a picture on your phone when there's a coon out there, you can just take your pup and walk it out there. That way you know there's fresh scent on it. Sounds good. Sounds confident. She's a ball-mouthed tree dog, though. So it sounds very similar to that. Just speeds up a little bit. Can you guys hear that well? That's I got an external mic on this now, and I don't get to hear what it sounds like through it. So I wonder if you can hear it all right. Where she's at now, it's pretty thick in there. Some big den trees with a lot of brush under them. But that was a good question. I'm glad you asked that. Yeah, so I don't, like in my videos and stuff that I edit, and like when I live stream, I try not to talk when the dog's working. A lot of people don't like that. They think it's boring, but I just like stopping and listening. She's in the same spot, but she's not sure of it. Now she's kind of moving. I don't know if she's leaving that track or what she's doing. Oh, okay. Well, if if you, I don't know if you can bait down there or not, but if you can bait, I would try using baits and trail cameras. Or if you know a spot that's really good that has coon a lot, just put them in thick coon. It's different because I'm in northern Ohio, so we have a ton of coon here. I'm sure South Texas is a lot different than here. But the premise is still the same. All the advice I gave is still the same. It's just going to be a little bit harder getting it started because you're not going to have as many coon as I do. But you can still do it the same. I'll try and show you guys. She was down here when she was opening up, when you heard her, and she worked over there. Kind of got quiet, so I'm not sure what she's doing. Surprised you guys are still watching. It's getting kind of late. She must not have liked it. She's still working that area over. She does that a lot sometimes. She'll work a track. Too much. I can hear it coming back here. Go on. Go on. Go get him. Whew. I don't know what she's doing. She ran that track, quit it, then came back to me. Come on. Go on. You can see in the other videos I made of her and the live streams with her, she seems to hunt a lot better with other dogs. I think she likes the competition. She won't always tree with other dogs, but she just goes a lot better. Sometimes you take her out by herself, she kind of just hangs around and works tracks. Too much, too long when there's not nothing there. Come on, get out of there. Come on. There she goes. She was hanging around a trash pile. Anyone else have any questions out there that are still watching? Or any comments, concerns, advice? She's running along the edge of this creek now. What the hell is that? Sounds like a coyote or something. North of here quite a ways. She opened up ahead of me on this creek. Needs to get treed up here. I prefer training dogs by themselves, honestly. That way you know for sure what exactly that dog's doing by himself without the help of others. So you can kind of guide him better. That's just how I do it. Other people are different. But if in that situation, if I were you, if it was barking in one area, but one tree, I would go in to that area and try it, like click on my red lens on my light or a dim light and try and see if there's a coon sitting in the area. Might get treed here. And if there's a coon sitting in that area, I would put your dog on it. Because sometimes with young, inexperienced dogs, they're not treed, but they want to tree. They're just unsure of themselves. Just like people, they don't have confidence because they're new at it. So if you can go in there on it when it's barking and see if it's actually treeing or got a coon there, I would go try and put him on it, pet him up, and when season's in, do that and reward him with a coon. And if he's got it, that should click it on for him. He's trying to tree up here, about 80 yards up this creek. Figure this would be a good spot. We got wind in our face. There's a ditch that runs through it. It's full of water since it's warm out. And with him just turning 1, that's not a big deal either. That's still pretty young. There are dogs like Jax, he was treeing on his own at 5 months old, but people say that, and if I would tell you that, that's one experience with one dog. I've had and seen and experienced hundreds of other dogs not start until after they're a year old. So just because people tell you the exception, the one time they saw it happen, doesn't mean that's how it always happens. So 1 is still pretty young. A lot of people, if they're giving advice, they'll base all their advice off of their experience with like their best dog. They always reference like, oh, my best dog did this. Well, that dog was your best dog because it was one of a kind. So that's not going to apply to all of them necessarily. Yeah, they'll do that with the wind. One other thing that'll help too, if you're laying scent drags, leave it sit for about 5 or 10 minutes. That way it calms down a little bit. So even sometimes if you turn a dog loose on a coon you see like running down the lane or something, sometimes like the scent is so strong they can't follow it that well. You give it time to hang on the ground more. Well, if he's not treeing I wouldn't go to him. If he's not treeing, I'd wait till he treed. If you already started going to him and he already knows that you're going to go to him once he's found it, I would tie him up to the tree and then just walk away. And then after a while, he's tied there, you know, he's not going to leave, and you walk away, he'll probably start barking. And then when he starts barking, you can go in there and praise him. That way he knows he's supposed to bark. That's pretty common when you're hunting a younger dog. People hunt with, or try and train them with like cages and scent drags, and then they'll go into them too quick, and then they stop associating barking with treeing, and they just go find it and wait on you to come get them. So you can't go in too quick always. She opened up on this ditch bank up here, heading east, and then she turned left and went north about 100 yards. She's still opening up in there. Thought for sure she was going to tree there for a second, but then she kept going. Wind's kind of picking up a little bit too. Kind of feels like it might rain. She's really trying to tree. She's barking up for sure. Yep. If you have any time you have any questions, just ask me. I don't have all the answers, but I can at least help you, give you my opinion. It's starting to rain. Needs to get treed so I can film it and get it out of here before it starts coming down. Backtrack here a little bit. Back where the ditch is a lot more shallower, easier to walk across. I don't feel like climbing up and down a 40-foot ditch bank with my tripod in my hand. Fall in the mud. Boot tracks in here. Someone might have been mushroom hunting or something. Wonder if they planted this field. Doesn't look like it. This woods is usually really, really good when they have corn around it. You'll see ungodly amounts of coon sitting here, but they haven't had coon or haven't had corn back here in a long time. It's been about 4 years or so. That's up to you. If you have time, you can let them go. If they're young, make sure it stays interesting and fun for them, though. If they're hunting hard and you have the time, just the woods time will help them. But if you get a chance, like if it's early on, and if it trees a coon or does something desirable that you really like, I like ending on a positive note. I don't like treeing a couple coon really good with a young dog and then taking a chance and doing something bad, and then you run out of time, and then the last thing that dog did in the woods is not good. So if your dog handles well enough to catch him and you're done, if you've been out there for hours, then just catch it. But woods time and experience is always going to be good for it. I saw a lot of people that buy puppies. They'll take them to Amish people in the area that have a lot of property, and they'll just let them run loose all the time. And they'll kind of train themselves. They'll just one night start treeing. She wants to tree in there. She keeps opening that spot, and then she'll leave, and then she'll come back, and then she'll leave. And now she's going away from it, opening. In my opinion, the big dog lights are my favorite. There was someone back here. There's tracks everywhere. And they're one of my sponsors, but I've also used big dog lights for probably 10 years before they were one of my sponsors. And that's why I talked to them about working with them, because I like their light the best. I'll try and show it to you real quick. This one is their soft cap. It's just like a regular hat, like a ball cap. It's really, really comfortable and lightweight. You don't even notice it's a light, honestly. It just feels like a hat. It's got the battery on the back. It's super bright. The spotlight's really bright. That's the main beam. Then it has different walking light settings. Red, green. And then this one also has that light up there too. But that's my favorite one. Battery lasts a long time and it's lightweight. And they work good. I've never had problems with them. Customer service is good. But there's a lot of different lights that are all trying to do kind of the same thing. Give you the multiple colors that you can see the eyes well, with a bright main beam that's balanced and light and comfortable. And there's a lot of them like that, and they're all similar in price. So like I kind of said earlier, if you can go to like a hunt or a store or somewhere that sells them, just see what one you like the best. But I would recommend Big Dog, me personally, just because that's what I like. I bought my first one at Autumn Oaks in like 2011-ish or so. So I was looking for a new one, so I went to Autumn Oaks. Usually go every year, but I went there, checked all the booths, looked at all the different lights, and I really like this one because it's just like a ball cap. Most of them offer that option now though, but back then this was like the one that was most balanced and lightweight and comfortable. And like now, this time of year and into the summer, it's very nice to have this and not like a big plastic helmet on your head. She was opening up that direction about 100 yards in the woods, shut up, ran that way. Now she's about 130 yards from where she just was. She opened up and took off through the field, so I don't know if she was getting hung up on like a treetop or something, and then now she's trying to finish the track or what she's doing. If you're asking like what breed of dogs I hunt pretty much anything. I hunt dogs for other people, so I hunt whatever breed they have, but I have mountain curs and walkers. Bunch of ducks in there. Always growing up, always had walkers, some Blueticks. But if I had to narrow it down, I'd say the top ones I like or walkers and mountain curs, and then some Blueticks. Yeah, that's a. I don't know if you were here earlier or not, but I had my mountain cur Jacks out. His on his mom's side is Jukebox, and his dad's side is Thunder. He's a son of Thunder Sport. He treated a coon earlier. The first time I turned him loose tonight. Trying to think. Jukebox Sandy was one of the Jukebox dogs on the mom's side. I don't know what she's doing. Hopefully she was just finishing the track and goes in there and trees it. But I coon hunt and squirrel hunt too. So I'll coon hunt curs and I'll squirrel hunt walkers and Blueticks too. I'm not opposed to squirrel hunting a hound or coon hunting a cur. Had a couple black and tans, like I was talking earlier about that Ross Bowling guy. I had a few black and tans when I was a kid too, that were all right. The best dogs we had growing up though were always walkers and Blueticks, but that's just probably because that's what we always hunted. Only thing I don't really get into is like feist dogs. I've never really had experience with them. Never really been around them, but I honestly wouldn't want to get much smaller and quieter than a cur. I like medium to larger size curs. Nice. Oh, my vest. This is a Cabela's vest that's probably about 30 years old. My mom bought this vest at a garage sale when I was a little kid. Just an old Cabela's game vest. Biggest reason why I wear it is because it has a bunch of really nice big pockets with buttons on the front, so I can put my Garmin and phone and everything, all that stuff in it. Not worry about it falling out. Oh, looky here. Look at that. Oh. I don't know if I even have an orange sack. Nope. Orange sacks are at home. Knew I'd find some. As I don't understand, some people are saying they really struggled this year to find them. I have yet to go into a woods in like 5 weeks and not find a mushroom. What is she doing? She went in this wood. She left the main part, went over here to the side, started opening up. She's not treeing. I'm gonna go in here pretty quick and make sure she's not leaving coon, but I highly doubt it. She's never done that. Usually she's slow to get treed, and she gets treed, and she's not gonna leave that tree until you drag her off it. I'll have to do some squirrel hunting tomorrow. squirrel hunting / mushroom hunting. Take a pup. I'm gonna go up here and check. Well, maybe not. So I was gonna go check this tree where she was barking at to see what she's doing. Yeah, she's just running this creek, barking. Maybe she could be on one. Needs to get treed. I'm in northern Ohio. And go back over here where she was opening it up. Now that she left, and make sure there's not a coon sitting there, but holy cow. Yeah, it's real hard finding mushrooms this year. This is the 5th week I have found mushrooms. That's crazy. It's dry, but I'll probably leave them. I already dehydrated a ton, gave a ton away and froze them. Go up here and check my Garmin. This may be a dumb question, but do you guys have morel mushrooms in Texas? Yeah, I don't see no coon sitting right here. This is where she was opening, and she's still kind of in this area on the other side. But it's right on a ditch bank too. So she could just be striking old tracks. Yeah, she's just running down this creek, striking tracks. There's a hole right here. I wouldn't be surprised. It kind of looks dug out. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what she was getting in. I also wouldn't be surprised if there was kitten coon down in there. It's that time of year. Go on, girl. Go on. Get her away from these holes. Go on. Do you guys in Texas, do any of you have, do morel mushrooms grow in Texas? Those mushrooms I just found, do you ever find them down there? That's what I wondered. Because I know some places down south, they don't grow very well. I just wish the growing season was just a little bit longer. Especially on years like this year. I have a lot of fun looking for them. Just something else to do when you're squirrel hunting or coon hunting. Spider webs all over my face. There are quite a bit of coon hunters in Texas. I know in the Midwest there's a lot of coon hunters, but I didn't know if there was too many coon hunters down in Texas. Apparently there's some. Every time I get on, there's a couple get on here and talk to me. She could be acting a little goofy too if she's starting to come into heat. I've seen that happen a lot with females. Before and after they come in heat, they act a little goofy. Yeah. Garmin with a black strip in the middle. Anyone else watching have any questions while I wait for this dog to tree hopefully soon? She's moving now. About 200 yards. She ran that way. Now she's circled, or not circled, but turned about 200 yards that way. Getting into some thick stuff now. The end of that woods is real nasty. If you're just tuning in, I'm hunting Bluetick female right now. Took Jax out earlier. He treed a coon. She's been tracking for a while in here. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. Holy shoo. Old. That's a good size one. Jeez, there's more. All split open. Bugs eating it. Good to know, though. Out here spreading their spores. That way next year I can come pick some fresh ones. She's deep in there now. Needs to get treed so I can go to bed sometime tonight. I wouldn't be able to... There she is. I wouldn't be able to sleep anyways. Since I started coon hunting a lot again, I can't sleep until it's like 2 in the morning. know if she's running old tracks or what she's doing. She'll sound real good and get real close to treeing, and then she just kind of leaves. And I went and checked and made sure she wasn't missing or leaving. There's nothing sitting there. I don't know if she's just running old tracks. Or if like the camera got caught in a branch. If she's running old tracks, or if like the moms having their little ones is kind of screwing up the scent if they're just hanging close to the dens. Because I haven't seen any kittens running around yet. All right, that's fine, Robert. You can ask. I don't know if I did make a video about my Dogtra on here. You can check that out too. That I show you. But yeah, definitely just do research and see which one is in your price range. If that's an issue, see which one you think would work best in your area and just try them out. Both of them are good. Thanks, Finley River. Yeah, if you're watching, make sure you like it. Because if you like it, that helps YouTube recommend these videos so more people will see it. Get to do this more often, help my channel grow. Holy everyone on here is in Texas. Some of these are still good too. That's what's crazy, like that big one. Good. Yeah, that'll make work go by better. If you're asking where I'm at, I'm in Ohio. Oh my God, there's more. Is everyone just from Texas? There must be. She's not gonna tree in here. She's running out of woods. I'm gonna have to go catch her. She might get treed. Every time I think that though, she shuts up. She's just pounding the same area still. I'll go in there. If she's still there, I'll check it out, see if there's anything sitting. There's got to be some mushrooms by that thing. That's a heck of a den. Broke off. It's huge. I wouldn't be surprised if she was striking something off of that. What she's doing now, though. Like I said, I don't know if them having their kittens right now, they're all denned up, because the kittens aren't running around yet. Yeah. Oh, he was asking Robert. But yeah, I switched too. I had a Garmin for about 10 years. Wonder how many mushrooms I'm stepping on. That's interesting. I've only really talked to one person that has the newest Garmin, and they liked it, but that's only one person. She's still in the same spot. What the heck she's doing? Thicket. A bunch of water. What the? Yeah, that might be it. I don't know, like I said, she might be starting to come in heat because my male started smelling on her some. But I don't know what her deal is. Come here. Come here. God dang it. My cords keep getting caught on stuff. Come here. Hey. Jesus. Come here. I love this. Can't catch a dog, won't tree. That's always the best. I'll just sit out here until the sun comes up and she decides to actually tree something and not just track for 4 hours. Yeah, I wasn't sure with live streaming hunts if anyone really did that much. I've never seen it. I figured someone's done it before, but a lot of thorns in here. Jesus. The one thing I can't stand is a dog you can't catch. I will forgive a lot of stuff, but a dog that just ignores you, I cannot stand that. No, it doesn't. It doesn't rely on your cell. The only thing that the dog tree uses your cell service for is when you're using like the satellite view. If you don't have the satellite images downloaded onto your phone, it's free to do. You can still track, it just won't have like the high def satellite like Google Maps type view. It'll just be like a blank screen, but you can still track them. So what a lot of people do, if they know they're going to be in an area, they're hunting a specific area, and they don't have good cell signal, they'll just at home download the map for that area. That way when they lose service, they still have the high resolution Google satellite view. This is ridiculous. I don't think it shows. I haven't had luck with that showing the land borders. One thing you can do though, it lets you draw on the map. So like if you know where it's at, you can draw the property lines on the map. And then if you turn on the geofencing option, it's called, if your dog runs across that line, it'll notify you. But I use Onyx, the app, for map boundaries. About to just lay down and take a nap. Yep, no problem. This is unreal. I do have a sponsorship from them. Pretty much, my sponsors I have now are Kentucky Cooner, his channel, and Coon Hunting Supply Company, Dogtra, and Big Dog Lights. But I don't just get sponsors from anyone. I don't just pick random people. Like, I try and set out the stuff I actually use. Come here, girl. Okay, you're done. Couldn't catch her. No, she just ran to me. So I got her caught. We're done. But what I was saying is about my sponsorships. I don't just say yes to anyone. Like with Big Dog Lights, I talked to them about a sponsorship because I've already used their lights for like 10 years. And I really liked it. That way I'm recommending stuff to people that I actually like and use. I'm not just selling you crap. And same thing with Dogtra. It's cheaper than Garmin. It works better than Garmin. You don't got to buy the maps and download. It's just so much easier to set up and use. But like I said, anytime anyone, don't just take my word for it. Be sure, if you can get access to that stuff. If you know friends or if you got somewhere you can check it out in person, go look at it yourself. But like that stuff, if I recommend it to you, it's because I use it on a daily basis. And like I said, Garmin's will work too. I've had this Garmin for 10 years. But like I said, the technology is 10 years old. They've made a lot of improvements, and you don't have to deal with a lot of the extra headaches with Dogtra. You don't have to download the maps. You don't have to pay for the maps. You don't have to hook it up to the internet. It's all right there on your phone. That way you don't have to carry an extra device, charge an extra device, buy an extra device. If you have a decent phone, you can just use your phone. Come on. Yeah, I've never really talked to Nick that much or met him, but just like on comments on social media and stuff. But he seems like a pretty nice guy. Cody's a pretty nice guy too. He was one of the first sponsors I got. I can't tell, they might have planted this field. I think they did. Might actually be corn, that would be nice. And then this week I might be supposed to be getting a Coon squaller and a squirrel call in the mail from another potential sponsor. With calls, I've seen them used and used them before. But if I get one of those in the mail and all that works out, I'll show you guys how that works. And that'll be just at a good time too, because right now the leaves and everything are coming on, and that's when you really need a good squaller. Get them moving in a den if they're inside of a den tree, or if you tree in a tree this time of year, you almost got to get them looking at you to find them so you can see their eyes. My other squaller I got, it's one of the original Timothy Ball squallers. It was my dad's, he gave me. I don't know how old that thing is. It's got like a yellow string. It was orange, but like the paints wore off of it. It's probably, I'd say at least 60 years old. So I don't take that out with me because I don't want to lose that. That means something to me. So hopefully this week I'll get some new ones in the mail. Interested to see too if they send me that squirrel collar they're talking about, if If it makes them move at all, that'll be nice for this time of year too, because it's about impossible to find a squirrel this time of year. Oh geez, I gotta cross a ditch. You're right, girl. Anyone in here ever look for arrowheads or anything like that? That's something I thought about doing. I just thought of it because there's a ditch. Got a lot of little rocks in it. People find that stuff around here too. That's just not something I ever set out to do. I always thought it'd be cool. Finally made it back to the car. Come on, get up here. Get in there. Yeah, she's starting to swell. I'll have to really pay attention to her. Well, at least Jack's treated a coon early. They were moving early. Double check my pockets, make sure I got everything. I'll have to drive up here in the woods a ways and turn around. So I'll leave you guys on, talk to you until I get home probably. If my phone will sit here. Yeah, I find a lot of sheds too. I shed hunt quite a bit. No, I've never hunted with him. He's one of my sponsors though. He actually lives in the same area where I met my wife, which is kind of funny. I'd like to go hunting with him. He'd probably be better off coming the way he talks about how rough his hunting is. He'd probably be better off coming up here where it's flat for lazy people like me. I'd probably die walking those hills. Yeah, I've never really set out looking for arrowheads. That's why I wondered if any of you guys did. If you had any advice. But the only thing I really set out to look for in the woods is in the springtime, I'll go find sheds. I usually find quite a few. I'll find 10 or 15 every year, just squirrel hunting usually. That, and you see my mushroom hunting videos, I go mushroom hunting quite a bit. I bow hunt too in the fall for deer. Pretty much it. Mostly coon and squirrel hunting all the time, but I do deer hunt quite a bit. I do enjoy that, bow hunting. So I'll at least make one video next year, deer hunting video. Which reminds me, still waiting on my buck from last year to get done at the taxidermy. It should be done in about a month. But those of you still watching, thanks for watching, because it's like going on 1 in the morning. You guys are nuts. Night owls. If I was at home, I'd be asleep. I would have ate a tub of ice cream about 3 hours ago and fell asleep. Yeah, a coyote hunt too. It's hard to videotape that and get away with it because YouTube is so crazy with their rules. Anything that remotely has any violence in it, in their eyes, they just take it down. But yeah, I've got like 2 or 3 coyote hunting videos that I can't even put up. That are really good videos. Like, it's just, it wouldn't be good for my channel. And honestly, the worst people that complain about it are coyote hunters. They throw, like, if you shoot a coyote and post a picture of a dead coyote in a Facebook coyote hunting group, you'll have like 100 people just ripping you to shreds, complaining that you're posting a picture of a dead coyote in a coyote hunting group because they're worried about animal rights people. They fight and complain, harass hunters more than animal rights people do, so I just quit messing with it. I can understand if people are like posting videos where there's just dogs getting tore up and stuff, but there's literally people complaining that I would like post a picture of a dead coyote in a coyote hunting group. Yeah. No, they don't. Yeah, I don't have any coyote dogs. Well, that's good, and getting paid to watch me. I don't have any coyote dogs, but my cousin Luke and my cousin Brian do. But that's pretty much all Brian. Well, he has some retrievers he duck hunts with, but as far as hunting with dogs, he's used to coon hunt. His dad used to have coon dogs, but he just has coyote dogs and bird dogs now. So in the wintertime, when there's a lot of snow on the ground, we'll usually go get a couple of them. Yeah, I haven't got a strike either. They just take stuff down. Like it was one of my videos, it was with a Bluetick and a walker. It was like a week or 2 ago. I put it up and they just demonetized it, and they didn't give a reason. And I didn't get a strike, and there's no, it's just a picture of it's my face, like me talking like right now, and then the dog's treed. Like there was no, it's not in season, so like there was no guns, no shooting, no swearing, no nothing, and they demonetized it. So I just requested a review, and then they monetized it again. I just think they just like screwing with people. Well, that's good. But it's 1 o'clock in the morning here now, and I've been out since about 9:45ish. with this Bluetick, so I'll probably head back home. She's been out for close to 9 hours this last weekend. What? Oh, because you had those words in that. If that was in the title, I'm sure that's why. My F-150 needs fixed. If you've seen my last live stream or any of the videos where you can hear it, it's got exhaust leaks, manifold. I think some of the spark plugs are gone. But it's just my hunting truck. Just driving around a few miles a night when I hunt, so I don't never think to dump any money into it. Oh, yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah, I wonder if any of these companies doing stuff like that, how they can justify paying a person the wage they get and benefits and insurance and everything when AI robot or a computer program can do their job just the same. That's like I went to school to be a teacher, and I graduated right the year before all that stuff happened, and you got teachers unions demanding that all schools stay online because it's too dangerous. Like, yeah, that'll go good. Just keep telling everyone that kids staring at a tablet or a computer is the same thing as what you do for a living, and see how long you keep a job. But people are just stupid. They'll just get replaced by machines eventually. Just like everything else, automotive, manufacturing, AI and stuff like that, it's just replacing people. Coming up where those deer ran out in front of me by my parents earlier, you got to be careful. Mom and Dad are home, of course. 1 in the morning. One thing I thought about doing too is for deer hunting, I got my camera. I might lose you guys in a second. I'm going through a low spot. I'll finish that thought when I get through here. Oh, shit. Buck just ran in front of me. Just starting to get his antlers. There's my house. Somebody said something. Yeah. They can already see our search history. We're already screwed. I have. Like if you see some of the other videos on my channel, I'd travel to some competition hunts with people just to film it mostly. Oh, that last one I went to was in South Carolina. I don't travel a whole lot because I coach football. And that's pretty much from like this time of year all the way until November. I got that. And I hunt dogs for people, so I got to stay here and do that too. And wife and kids and all that. Plus, I love where I live, and I don't like going places. I don't like leaving my house unless it's to go turn a dog loose in the woods, to be honest. I'd rather be out by myself, sitting by a bonfire, or listen to a dog bark. I'm not opposed to it, but just like I said before, I'm not really much of a competition hunter. So if I wanted a pleasure hunt, I can walk out my back door and do that. I don't got to travel. Walking through my yard now. I'm going to get off here, though, here pretty quick. So I'll give you a second. Get off of there. If any of you have anything else you want to say or any questions, do it now. And I'll respond if you have anything. And if not, I'll put this dog up and head in the house, get cleaned up. Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, I can hunt the woods right across the road from my house and right behind my house too. Like, where I live is like a half-mile from where my dad was born and raised, and a half-mile from where I grew up. So I pretty much know all the landowners and everyone around here. But yeah, you take care too. All right. No one else is saying anything, so I'll probably just end it here. So if you're still watching, thanks for staying on this long. It's been a long, adventurous night, so I'm sure I'll be doing this more often, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching.